goodness. Good morning. Good morning. Hello guys. Today I'm going to be doing another what I eat in a day video, showing you some very simple recipes that you can recreate at home even if you have very minimal skills in the kitchen or you do not cook a lot. Most of us have been spending so much time at our homes in the past few months, and I think for me cooking has just been such a therapeutic tool, but I do know that it can be difficult to kind of brainstorm new recipes and everything like that. So hopefully this will give you some inspiration, or if nothing else, it will be a relaxing video or vlog. So for breakfast, I just made some oatmeal. This always reminds me of breakfasts that my mom used to make when I was a kid. So we just did some really basic quick oats. And then I also did some stewed berries, just using frozen berries and a little bit of sugar. You could also use honey. These are so delicious and really easy to make. They take about 15 minutes. I'll leave instructions in the description box below. And then I'm going to add some toppings like my mom used to make it for us. So she would always put brown sugar and butter, and something I also like to add is milk right before I'm eating my oatmeal. You want to make sure to add your butter and brown sugar while it's still really hot, because then it's just going to melt and be extra delicious. I really don't typically like overly sweet breakfasts, but I do love a little bit of oatmeal with brown sugar and fruit. And then I'm going to top it off with these caramelized berries. Here's what our oatmeal is looking like. You can see that the brown sugar and the butter are melting. It's all kind of blending together. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Nick, are you ready to eat? This is just one of those very simple meals that reminds me of home, and it's very comforting. And then I like to add a little bit of milk, like that. And then mix it up. And of course you want to enjoy it while it's still hot. You want milk?
Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Super good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we are now back to make lunch. It's pretty late, it's around 3 p.m. and unfortunately this is the time of day when our refrigerator always makes a very high-pitched screeching noise, so I apologize for that if you guys hear it in the background. But for lunch, I'm going to be recreating one of my favorite salads of all time. It is a salad that I get in Los Angeles from a place called Help Nut. There are a couple of different locations and it's pretty much like a basic salad place, but for some reason everything is always just so fresh and crisp, and I crave it constantly. Whenever I go there, I usually order their Cobb salad without the meat, making it vegetarian. So I'm going to be replicating that, and it should be very simple. I've already pre-prepped all of my ingredients, and of course I have my homemade dressing. I think one of the easiest ways to make a salad more delicious is to just whip together your own dressing. This is blue cheese dressing. I've used it in several other videos, and it is by far one of the best dressings I've ever had in my life. I'll leave that below. Other than that, I have some organic cherry tomatoes, some hard-boiled eggs that I prepped earlier today, avocado, cucumber, carrot, blue cheese that I'm going to crumble over top that's left over from my dressing, and then I have some imitation bacon bits right here. These were left over from a salad that I got from Health Nut, but you can go to any grocery store and usually find them. The McCormick brand is imitation bacon, so it's made from soy, so they're vegan. And then finally I have my salad base, just a big bowl of romaine that I pre-prepped earlier today as well. I just cut it up and stuck it in the fridge so that it was going to be extra cold and crisp. There it is. These wraps are similar to beeswax wraps, but they're made from candelilla wax, so these are also vegan if you are trying to avoid animal products. So this is everything that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to plate them really nicely. I love having a salad for a meal. I don't think that it ever has to be boring or bland, and I think if you add protein and some healthy fats, then it can be a really filling meal. Start with our lettuce. I really want to get some big salad bowls because Nick and I both love salad, and I feel like a plate sometimes is just not the appropriate, what is it called? Vessel? The appropriate kitchen, what is it called? I don't know, dishware? Now we're gonna add our cucumbers. I love cucumbers. They're so satisfying. Now adding our tomatoes. Tomatoes always remind me of my mom because she loves them more than anyone that I know. And when I was younger, I really was not a fan of tomatoes, but since I have gotten older, I really have started to appreciate them much more. Now going to add our egg. I don't have a fancy egg slicer, so it was a little hard to cut these, but they will still be delicious. If you are vegan, you could add garbanzo beans or tempeh for protein instead of an egg. And then our avocado. Gonna add some carrots. Crumbling a little bit of blue cheese. The salad that this is emulating actually has shredded mozzarella, which is such a good part of the salad. And I did buy some, but since I had leftover blue cheese, I figured I would just use that. You could use cheddar, mozzarella, no cheese, vegan cheese. And now for our bacon bits. I don't think Nick is a fan of these, so he doesn't get any. I love them so much. They don't even really taste like bacon, and they're very crunchy. And finally, for our dressing. Okay, here is the finished product. We have two incredible looking salads. Looks pretty similar to the one that I get. These plates are big, by the way. This is a really large portion, but you know, it's full of all the good stuff. Protein, greens, vegetables, healthy fats, and my weird little bacon bits.
Real good.
It is now just after 9 p.m. It's getting very late, but we are about to make our third and final meal of the day. And today's video is sponsored by Green Chef. They are a USDA certified organic company offering meal plans for a variety of different lifestyles, including paleo, keto, balanced living, plant-powered, and family. I think I got them all. Yes. So I have chosen the plant-powered option, which is great for vegans and vegetarians. I'm pretty sure that all of the recipes that were delivered to me have been fully vegan. I have to double check on that, but so far everything has been really, really delicious. This is the third meal planning service I've tried since I moved to LA. I've always been really concerned with the waste that is created from these types of companies, but I think there have been a lot of strides towards being more environmentally friendly, and right now Green Chef is absolutely the best option as far as sustainability. This box arrived to me 4 days ago. Everything was packaged very efficiently, and each meal is individually bagged in a paper bag. All of the ingredients are pre-portioned for you already, and a lot of them are already pre-prepped. So a lot of the prep work is already done, and this is kind of how everything looks when you take it out of the bag, like this. And I've been saving these bags for scooping cat litter. Sorry if that's not appetizing, but they're great for that. The meal that we are going to be making tonight is fajita portobellos with chimichurri. Fun fact, I did not like mushrooms until I started learning about them, and now I love eating mushrooms. So for anyone else out there who hasn't acquired the taste yet, there is hope for you. The rest of the ingredients are all very simple, clean. They are seasonally selected for peak freshness. We have just some basic produce, some cilantro, rice, some seasoning and sauce, as well as pinto beans, and of course our mushrooms. And then over here we have our easy to follow instructions. I especially like how all of the main ingredients are in bold, so it's pretty helpful. I also quickly wanted to show you the other two recipes I made earlier in the week. The first was this mojito style cauliflower. It was really savory and sweet. It had this amazing mango slaw. Unfortunately, Nick is allergic to mango, but I modified his slightly, and even though his portion was much smaller than mine, he still really enjoyed it. And the second one was this farfalle pasta bowl with pesto, which was my favorite recipe so far. It just had so many different flavor combinations that worked really well together. Yeah, and now we're going to just get started on this guy. If you guys would like to try Green Chef and get $80 off your first month plus free shipping on your first box, go to greenchef.us/itsblitz80 and use the code itsblitz80. So I'm now waiting for Nick to come and join me so he can help me prepare this. I mentioned in one of my last vlogs that we were trying to do more cooking together to feel connected, and we've been doing a lot of it, and it's been super fun. We also made an amazing cake for dessert back there. So yeah, we've been killing it on the cooking game, honestly. We have just finished preparing all of the components. We have our veggies, our mashed fried beans, and then our cilantro lime rice. And now I'm just going to plate everything up, add some tomatoes and a garnish, and we're good to go. And here is our vegan chimichurri sauce. And this is our finished dish. It's kind of just like a deconstructed burrito bowl or something. It smells really, really good. Whatever this chimichurri sauce is really fragrant and delicious smelling. So I think Nick and I are going to go into the living room and just turn our phones off and spend a little bit of time together while we eat dinner.